Have you ever been involved in the recruitment of child soldiers? Yes. Let's just get into it, shall we? Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to my channel again. Today's video we are going to be doing step 2 of the visa process. First of all, we're going to be doing the DS-160 form application. Second of all, we are going to be talking about the DS-160 fee payment. And last of all, we are going to be talking about scheduling your visa interview and appointment. So stay tuned for that. In my last video, I talked about the service application fee. So if you're watching this and you're just starting your application fee, go do that first because you have to do it in chronological order. The second step for this whole visa process thing is what is called the DS-160 form and fee. This part of the process is online. Now, a lot of people that I have watched on YouTube or I have read their blogs pretty much made me scared about this process. They said it took 3 days, they said it took 7 hours, they said it was horrible, they said it was hard, they said it was tedious and lengthy. Not for me, it wasn't. I will admit you will probably hate this process, but to be honest, it's not as tedious as everyone says. From service to booking my appointment, it took about 2 hours. So the first thing you need to do is you need to go to the US Travel Docs website. So here is the link for the New Zealanders and the Australians. I will also leave the links in the bottom bar below. The second thing you need to do is you need to click on non-immigrant visa. A J1 visa is a non-immigrant visa. Then it will come up with a to-do list looking thing. For the Kiwis, you want to go to step 2 and it will say step 2, complete the non-immigrant visa application process. But for the Aussies, you can either click this, but there will actually be an apply now button in the bottom, so you click that. Next step, you will be taken to a separate page, and on that page it will have a scroll down menu of all the different US consulates for different countries. It will say the country and then the city. You pick which one it has. If you don't arrive at that page, go to a link that I will leave down in the bottom bar below. Once you get to that page, after you pick your consulate, so mine was New Zealand/Auckland, then you want to click start an application, which will be on the right hand side under that drop down menu. Next, it will come up with your personal details. These are very, very simple. Just letting you know, the ones that you have no idea about, you don't need to, it's not mandatory to answer them. For example, tally code, also their national identification number, the social security number, and the tax ID number. You don't need. And also for the home address, it is the address that you currently live in now. It's not the employer's address. Next it will come up with your visa details. It will talk about the purpose of your visa. Then it will talk about your date of arrival. To be honest, it doesn't actually matter what you put in these questions because you can explain it at your interview. For the estimated length of stay, do not put a year because you don't know if you will be extending or not. Just put 6 months and explain that at your interview. For the address that it asks for completing your program, you need to put the 13501 Meadow Creek Drive. It is on page 11 of your US immigrations link, but click on my blog if you want the full thing. Personal entity funding your trip, it is either yourself or your parents. It is not, or whoever it is, it's not the company. Then it will ask you a whole lot of questions like, are you traveling alone or with travel companions? Say no, this is not the people you are going there to work with. Have you traveled the US before? Blah blah blah. All these questions, they're fine. You'll be able to answer them. They'll be different for everyone, so don't worry about the next few questions. Now I'm moving on to step 4H, which is the point of contact details. So US contact person, we don't know, so leave that out. For contact organization, again, it's found on page 11 of your document forms. For relationship, put employer. For employer, point of contact address, but it's on page 11, or you can click on 4H of my blog post on my Tumblr down below. Next, it will ask for the contact number. I'm just not going to put them out there because I just don't think it's important, but it's on page 11 of those documents. Or again, they're on my blog. Then it will ask you for the email address, again on those forms or on my blog, and then it'll ask you about family details, which are pretty self-explanatory. Step 4I is your occupation details. If you're still studying, put student. If you're not still studying and you've graduated, put employment, previous employment. If you're a student like me and you have a job as well, I would put your current employment as your previous employment because your main employment is that you're a student. Then step 4J is your security questions. So these are yes or no questions, so they're not that hard. They're like what the heck type questions. So for example, I have a long list of them here and you can check them on my blog. Have you ever been involved in the recruitment of child soldiers? Yes. You know, even if I did do these things, I obviously would not say yes to them, but you have to answer them, so answer them. Then step 4K is what is called the 2 points of contact. So you need 2 people to act as referees to say that you are who you are. Full name, address, phone number and email. Then you need your service information. So this one here is the service I-901 payment confirmation. This is the sheet that you need. So first of all, it will ask you for your service ID. This is up in the upper right hand corner. Then it will ask for your program number. Basically it is your exchange visitor program number that is found on your DS-219 form, the one that you got sent in your FedEx package. Then it will ask you if you intend to study in the US. Put no. Even if you're doing the employee year courses, put no because it's not counted as study. Step 4M is what is called photo. So this is where you need to upload a digital form of a photo. Now I uploaded a passport photo that was taken for me. Basically how it works is it will have a button that says upload photo, and then you upload the photo and it will have like a grey picture and then it will have 2 green outlines as templates. So it has like 2 templates on the picture. Your picture should match up with the templates. So it pretty much has like green templates that come around your face and stuff like that. Your face not only needs to fit into the templates, but it also, the picture needs to be a specific size. From memory, it has to be less than 270 gigabytes. So that is really easy to do on Microsoft Paint, or you can just Google a website. Step 4N, which is the confirmation page where you just need to confirm everything is correct. It will come up with like a confirmation page. You print that confirmation page out. It will look like this. Apparently for the Australians, they have 2 extra steps. I'm not too sure if this still happens, but I have heard from an Australian that their steps are a little bit different. They have 2 extra steps. One is to confirm their address and the other one is to perform an electronic signature. Once that is done, you can pay your DS-160 form. Yay! Well, not really, because it's 160 US dollars. So once you've printed off your confirmation page, you go back to the main page. Basically, you need to create an account. So it should have like a red bar at the top that says login. Click that, or it will come up with create an account. The next thing that it will come up with is what is called visa category. So what you need to pick is students and exchange visitors, in brackets F, J, M and Q. The next step it will come up with is exchange visitor. You want to click on J1, exchange visitor. The next step it will come up with is your personal details and your passport details. First of all, it will come up with your DS-160 confirmation number. It's the one next to your photo and also under the barcode. The address that it then asks you for is your own address. The next step is your exchange number. So it's on your DS-160 form and it's the program number right there. It asks if you're applying for another person's visa. I'm assuming you're not. The next step, it asks you a whole lot of stupid questions. You will see, you will laugh. You need to specify your documentation delivery. So this is where your visa and your passport will be sent back to. You can pick between home, office or pickup delivery. Next, you need to pay for your DS-160, and so that is $160 US. Now you can pay this via Visa online, or you can pay Kiwibank. It takes 3 working days to schedule an appointment or interview if you are paying through Kiwibank, or if you pay online via Visa, which is what I did, you can schedule your interview / visa appointment immediately. The next step you will get is a payment confirmation message. Now we're going to talk about scheduling your appointment. On that page you will need to go to continue scheduling your appointment. If it doesn't come up, go back onto the main page. It will have about 5 or 6 squares. One of those squares and also a link on the left hand side will say schedule your appointment. Then you will need to pick your appointment time. Now for me it came up with the earliest time, but it also came up with a calendar at the bottom that you could click, and then you could click on a little square which represents a day, and then a day and a date, and then on that day it will come up with the available times, a checklist, and you could check it and schedule your visa appointment. First of all, I scheduled for 3rd of June because that was the first one that came up, and I was like, that's a month away, so it's fine. I checked about 5 days later. For some reason some dates opened up on May dates. My visa appointment is on Thursday the 28th of May, and it is at 8:30 AM in the morning. You can only reschedule your appointment a few times. I think it was like 3 times that I did it. Yeah, but that is all I wanted to talk about in this video. I love you guys heaps, and in my next video I'm actually going to take you guys with me to my appointment. Obviously I don't think I can film inside, but I will talk to you guys about it, and I will be out of my room and I'll be walking around filming my visa. I love you guys heaps, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.